Hi there, it's Katrina Sawa here, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com. And this is a video ezine email newsletter. And if you are just now seeing this for the first time and you've not seen a lot of my videos, then this is something that I do for my email newsletter subscribers, in addition to providing resources and additional tips and steps and written out things in the newsletter. But I added the video component, and I do it on a weekly basis because I think it adds more depth to what I'm teaching. It makes it easier for me to share what I want to share without a 14-page long newsletter because I can talk fast and I can give you the gist of what I'm really trying to teach you. And so if you are getting the newsletters, great. I would love to hear how you're liking these videos and what you're taking away from it. If you think it's good content, if you find it easier than reading a longer newsletter, I would love to know that. Plus, if you want to know the upcoming dates and free teleclasses and places that I'm speaking, you're going to want to make sure you're getting on the email newsletter list. So go to jumpstartyourmarketing.com for that and sign up in the box on the top right-hand corner. But today I wanted to talk about big picture planning, but also really developing a cash machine business model. Now, I am all about helping you design the business around the kind of life you want to live. I want you to figure out what you are most passionate about, and let's figure out how to monetize that, okay, into a business model. So don't get me wrong, I want you to do what you're passionate about. However, sometimes what you're passionate about is either going to take a long time to ramp up, or it requires some bigger capital, more money to start. Maybe you want to design a product or create and paint, and you're an artist. I have a client that paints silk scarves and silk ties, and that's very time consuming. And if you don't charge the right amount of money for it, you're not really going to make a lot of money. You're just going to be working hard producing these silks and not making any money if you don't charge the right thing. So what I want to talk to you about today is making sure you have a cash machine business model in your business plan. And then that may or may not be the ideal passion business model. Okay, so let me give you an example. I have a client who's an interior decorator on the East Coast, and I met with her last week when I was out on the East Coast. It was very fun. Had a half a day planning meeting with her. Everybody, you guys should do this a minimum of once or twice a year with someone like me, and if you have your own coach, great. But sit down in person if you can and hash out for an entire day plans and procedures and crunch numbers and look at everything you're doing from a big picture down to the nitty-gritty. We did that, and so she's an interior decorator. And I don't think she'd mind me telling this story because I think she wants to help others too. And she loves interior decorating. She loves helping people figure out the best space and finding the right materials and products and everything that you need to redesign your home and things like that. But she's finding that it's not, well, I know a lot of interior designers. I've worked with a few, and to get $100,000 business model out of an interior decorator business is not as easy as people think. Now, you could be making $100,000 revenue in your business, but after all your expenses, when you have that kind of a business, you have a lot more expenses. So your take home could be 30, 40,000. Out of that, maybe 50 if you're lucky. And that's not enough for as much as they work and as hard as they work and for the passion that you have. So she had another side of her business that she was kind of working, kind of not, because she didn't want to do it herself. It was drapery cleaning. So she does full drapery cleaning for people in their homes and commercial buildings too, like hotels and retirement homes. And she was doing it herself. Now she's 62. Okay, so don't feel bad if you're now just starting a business that you're passionate about at 50 or 60 or 70. I have clients, most of my clients are over 45. Okay, a lot of them are in their 60s and 70s even, because they've realized they've spent all this time doing stuff they didn't really want to be doing. Now they really want to live their passion and make money at it. So she doesn't want to be doing the physical labor of drapery cleaning because it's a lot of work. If you haven't done it, I can just imagine myself. And so I said, well, you don't have to do it. You hire people to do it. And she just didn't see the cash machine that she had in place that she wasn't really monetizing or going after. She kept going after the interior design business, which is great. We want that, but you need the constant cash flow, right? In order to, number one, be confident about what it is you really want to be promoting, and also to just be, so you're not stressed out about the next sale. So we crunched the numbers and looked at, okay, if she hired 2 people part-time and she got 2 jobs a month that were more commercial, that would bring in about $11,000 a month. And after she paid expenses and paid her people, she would make an extra like $6,000, if not more, per month just on getting 2 jobs and not even doing them herself. Okay, but a lot of people do this when you're trying to expand. It's like, I don't want to hire anybody. I don't want to train anybody. No one can do it as good as me, right? Like, get rid of that thinking. That is small thinking. That's what's keeping you small. There's got to be a way to leverage your time, leverage your expertise, and in some way, it doesn't have to be this kind of model, but we plotted out the next 3 years in that business model, her cash machine business, right, of her business, that she won't even have to physically do. She would have to train the first couple people, and then one of those people becomes the trainer, and they train the next team of 2 people per team, right? In 3 years, she could have 2 teams, 2 machines, running 8 jobs a month. That's almost $500,000 cash machine business that all she would do is manage. And that actually included having a manager of that division of her company. She would just be focusing on the interior design with all the profits she's earning from, that's about almost $200,000 in her pocket profits that we worked out just by crunching the numbers and really looking big picture down to the nitty-gritty detail and figuring out expenses and all that stuff. So I just want to urge you, okay, what I'm saying here is that sometimes you don't just want to start a business and go and do your passion. Develop I have people that want to create a product. Well, creating a product and getting manufacturing and prototypes and going into stores and getting retail places to do, that takes a lot of money. But if you have a cash machine business that can generate the cash flow, then you can take that cash flow and put it into what you really want to be doing. Building a center, a wellness center, donating it even to nonprofits if you really want to just give back. Develop a cash machine business that you don't have to work that hard at, but that makes sense for your business model and your business type of business. There are ways to do that, and you say, well, I don't want to do a drapery cleaning business. That's no fun, right? But if you're not even running it and you have set it up, if you can set it up for a couple years and really, get it running so it's a couple years, I mean, that's her retirement, right? So you've got to be thinking a little bit bigger, a little bit broader, and a little bit more strategic in the way you're building your business. And so hopefully this has got you thinking. I would love to talk with you more. If you're in a place where you're thinking, well, I have no idea what else is possible for me. I don't know what kind of cash machine to build. You may not see what's right in front of your face that I can say, oh, well, right there, that's $100,000. Right here's $200,000. I can do that. And so I want to help you see what else is possible for you and your business so you can create a more leveraged business model in a more strategic way. It's never too early to plan like this. Don't just do it once a year or at the end of the year. Do it now. Okay, come and talk to me. I offer a complimentary business strategy session. Seriously, people, you can't not do this. If you are struggling or wondering what to do or not making the kind of money you make or working too hard, go to askkat.biz right now, sign up, and I'll be in touch to set up an appointment with you one-on-one. Okay, it's just you and me talking about your business, where you are, where you want to go. Seriously, okay? There's no obligation to do anything. Go to askkat.biz right now, and I'll talk to you soon. Let's figure out a $500,000 business cash machine for you. I'll talk to you later. Sign up for the newsletter. Get more information.